So this tutorial is going to be for a galaxy style pour. This piece is going to be a part of my astrology, zodiac, constellation collection. I don't know what it's going to be called yet. This one is obviously going to be Libra. So the galaxy pour, it's a galaxy pour / open cup pour. I kind of consider them the same thing, so whatever you call it. So it's going to be a black background mixed in with blues and pinks, because those are the colors associated with the zodiac sign Libra. And it's going to sort of look like a night sky, maybe more of like a universe, or I mean, it's a galaxy pour, it's supposed to look like a galaxy kind of. So yeah, for the black base, this is black house paint, and it's mixed with just a tiny bit of Liquitex, water, and I also mixed in extreme glitter black paint to add to the starry effect that I want. So this is going to be the general background, but also mixed in with the blues and pinks, you'll see. And then we have this very pale kind of robin's egg blue, mixed with a little bit of glitter paint as well. This is also leftover paint, so I have very little of it, but it is mixed 2-to-1 ratio with Floetrol and water. I'm sorry, with Floetrol and then a little bit of water to whatever the desired consistency is. And since this is a galaxy pour, I tend to do it more on the watery side, so everything blends together. So for instance, this base paint, which is also going to be throughout, just immediately when you drizzle it, dissolves into the cup. So no mound, and that's pretty much how all the paints are, all the consistencies. I have a silver, I have white mixed with white pearl, so it also has a little bit of sheen to it to add to the starry galaxy effect. This is the pink, which is just regular pink mixed with a little bit of the white pearl and a tiny bit of violet, just to change the shade a little bit. Let me get that hair out of there. Okay, and then I have this really pretty blue, which is also an extreme sheen, metallic. This is Peacock Pearl. This is one of the blues. And this is the last bluish color. This is a teal that I made from phthalo green and the Peacock Pearl mixed together. And then I have a purple, which I'm debating on using. I may or may not throw this in, I'm not sure. Again, very, very fluid consistency. Okay, and then this is actually just a napkin ring, but it's perfect for small canvases, which this is, I think this is a 12 by 8. And this is perfect for galaxy pours on small canvases, because typically for an open cup or galaxy pour you would use a cookie cutter. This is like a typical cookie cutter, so you can see the difference. This works much better for this size canvas, and you can get these anywhere, like the dollar store. Okay, let's get started. So also, sorry, this is a Lazy Susan. You can also get this anywhere. which you will need to spread the paint out without blowing or swiping or, you know, tilting, which gives it a more even look. So I recommend doing this with a Lazy Susan as opposed to tilting paint around, because it kind of stretches it out in ways that you don't want for this look. So, all right. So you start with the base, and you don't have to use black. You can use whatever color you want just for this specific look that I'm trying to do. I want to use black because I want it to be like the night sky. Okay, you don't have to start with that much paint, because as you do the pour in the center, you're going to continuously lift this up and let the paint flow out. So you don't have to start with covering the entire canvas, because it will make its way across the canvas, especially when you're done at the end and you spin it around on the Lazy Susan. You get a lot of coverage by doing that. All right, so we'll start with that. Okay. And then I like to put just a little of the black in a separate cup, one that I can bend like this so I can get a thinner mouth to pour out of, as opposed to this big cup. So put a little bit in there. And then I just like to put a little bit in the center again before putting the cookie cutter down, or the ring, to help the paint flow. Just torch very lightly to get rid of the air bubbles. Okay. Let's go right here. And you can do the paints in any order that you wish. I do not have any rhyme or reason, really. The only thing that I will say for this specific galaxy night sky look that I'm trying to get, I will be doing some of the sparkly black in between a lot of the colors in here, to make sure that it's not just back-to-back blue, pink, white, because I do want it to still look like a night sky. So to keep that darkness, you do want to keep adding the black throughout. Okay. I actually decided I am going to add the purple. Right, so when it gets full or almost full, you're just gonna lift this up not fully off the canvas, but just a little bit to let the paint flow at the bottom. And drop it back down. And it's totally up to you at this point if you want to torch, if you want to spin it out, or you can just leave it as is. I'm going to spin it a little bit just to spread it out a little. And just a quick torch, see what it's looking like. It's about to overflow, so I have to let this paint out. Spin it a little bit. Here's the colors. Right, torch a tiny bit. Those colors are really, really pretty. And since this is a small canvas and I already have a good amount of paint on here, I'm probably just going to fill this up one more time. And then we'll spin. Okay. The rest of the purple, do the rest of the silver, okay, add a touch of black, we'll do the rest of the teal. Well, maybe not the rest of it, but some of it. Okay. Do a little bit of pink. The rest of this light baby blue, robin's egg blue, whatever you want to call it. It's so pretty. Okay. A little bit of black. Make sure it's still looking like a night sky. And then the rest of this blue, if it'll fit. Which it looks like it will. Okay, and it's pretty much full, so I don't think I can add anything else. I just want to do like a touch of white in the middle so it looks a little starry, if I can. Okay. And we'll let that go. When you completely remove this, put your hand underneath so you don't get any drip marks on the canvas. All right. And what I like to do before anything else after this part is, you can really use whatever you want, your finger, a popsicle stick, a palette knife, whatever you have on hand, to do something with the middle, just so it's not this blob of color. Give it a little bit of a shape. I like a swirl in the middle. But you can switch it up and do whatever you think looks cool. When you spin this, it will change shape, but it makes it just look more cohesive if you start off like this. Okay. Then I'm going to torch. So this will pop the air bubbles and help some cells develop. All right, and then we spin. Just be careful spinning. The canvas can fall off, so just be careful. I have a little clump of paint in there. It's not a big deal. Oh, that was actually really big. Don't know how that got in there. That's okay. Actually, that looks kind of cool. Just want to add a little bit more black in the middle. Alright, I'm gonna stop touching it because I never know when to stop. Alright, so we're gonna torch a little bit more. See what cells and colors pop up. I really, really love this blue on the edge with the purple and pink. It's beautiful. Alright, we're gonna do another spin. And we're going to keep going until we cover the edges, which, to help that along, you can add a little paint to the corners. Helps it move a little easier, but doesn't really change the painting. This is beautiful. I think I'll do one more spin. You know what? Before I do that, I do want to take a little bit of black paint on my palette knife and kind of do another swirl in here. The more you torch, the more cells will appear, especially if you hold it to the paint for a while, but it will burn and it will start to smoke, so be careful of that because it will burn the paint and ruin the texture of your painting, so you have to be very careful. Alright, I think this is gorgeous. It looks it looks like a night sky / galaxy / universe. The colors are perfect. I love it. I'm just gonna torch, like I said, a little heavier in the middle because I want some cells to appear, little baby ones, so it kind of looks like stars. And that's another cool thing that the white does, the white that I put in the painting, because you don't necessarily see it in the pour, but if you're torching like I am, very concentrated for these little tiny baby cells to appear, the white comes through. It kind of looks like stars, I think. Yeah, this is just gorgeous. Love it. And Libra is my sun sign, so I'm like extra in love with this. I might have to keep it. Huh. I think I'm going to do one last spin. And that's it. All right, I will bring you in for a close-up.